We'll call to order the August 18, 2014 meeting of the Robertson County Commission. Is Pastor Michael here? Jason Michael. I'm going to recognize Commissioner Bobby Jones for invocation to be followed by the pledge to the flag. Please stand.
Lord Jesus Christ, thank you so much for your presence in this room tonight. There's lots I have to be thankful for. One of them is for this new commission. I ask you blessing upon each one of these new members. And I pray for the old Father. And I pray for us that's outgoing. And I pray, Father, for the continued leadership of the county mayor. Lord, I ask your blessings upon Ferguson. I pray, Father, not for those that city as much as I do for those people that are around. Lord, there's trouble around the world. I don't know how to pray for these people. But I want somehow that your presence be known in those countries and protect them innocent people. Thank you for all the many wonderful blessings. And Lord, thank you for loving us more than we love you. In the name of Jesus Christ we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Pastor Clerk, call the roll, please.
Adcock.
Here.
Baggett.
Here.
Bowens.
Here.
Brown.
Yep.
Bryant.
Here.
Corbin.
Here.
Couch.
Here.
Diorio.
Here.
Doris.
Here.
Duggar. Eden.
Here.
Farmer.
Here.
Gardner.
Here.
Gray. Absent. Gregory.
Here.
Haley.
Present.
Jackson.
Here.
Jones.
Here.
Moore. Ray.
Here.
Spears. Absent. Stubblefield.
No. Spears.
Spears.
Spears is present.
Stubblefield.
Absent.
Vogel.
Here.
Wilson.
Here. We have what? 2 absent.
Yes.
There being 2 commissioners absent, 22 present, I declare that we do have a quorum. Commissioners, you have in your packet the minutes from the July meeting. What's your pleasure? Have a motion for approval by Commissioner Brown and second by Commissioner Baggett. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. So the minutes are approved. We'd remind you that if you would like a county email address, if you see the county clerk, she will take care of that. It will free up your personal emails. If you'd like a county email address, if you see the clerk, she will take care of that for you. Most of you have received a invitation to 2 days of county training at Murfreesboro, August the 26th and 7th. And there was a note there that if you were an incumbent, you were expected to pay $100, but this will be paid for by the county. If you are an incumbent, we'd be happy for you to go. I encourage you to go, especially for new commissioners, but we all need continuing training. I'm required to do 16 hours a year, and this will be an opportunity for you to do basically what are parts of 2 days, but that $100 will be paid for you by the county. So if you'd like to attend, please see Jody Stewart about that. You may be sworn into office on Friday, August 29th at 4 o'clock. We'll be having a ceremony in this chamber, and there'll be other opportunities if you can't make that date, either in the county clerk's office or in the mayor's office. Be glad to take care of that, but I know that probably most officials will be sworn in the 29th of August at 4 p.m. in this chamber, so we encourage you to join us at that time. Next thing the chair has are reports. And the first report is 7.1 from the Highway Department. 7.2 is from Animal Control. 7.3 is the Trustee's Statement of Funds. 7.4 is from the Fire Service. 7.5 is from EMA. 7.6 is from the Gore-McBain Public Library. 7.7 is the inmate expense report. 7.8 is the financial report from the county. 7.9 is the Veterans Service Officers Report. 7.10 is the Planning Commission. Those are the reports that the chair has. What's your pleasure? Have a motion they be received in order filed, and second by Commissioner DeOrios. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. So they are approved. There are no elections and appointments for this meeting, so I'm going to recognize now Mrs. Martha Wilkinson, who is our Director of Planning, who will come forth with our rezoning resolutions. If you are here to speak in favor of or in opposition to any rezoning resolution, please stand and state your name for the clerk's notes. Ms. Martha.
We have 4 resolutions tonight. The first one is from Mr. David L. Davis III. He is asking that 2.14 acres located on U.S. Highway 431 from Austin Highway, the 16th Civil District, the 10th Voting District, have a change of zoning from AG2 to R40. The Planning Commission reviewed this last Thursday evening. Your vote was 9-0 for your result.
Anyone here to speak to this resolution? Ms. Martha.
The second resolution is for Ms. Liddell C. Moore. She is asking to rezone 1.90 acres located on Moore Road, the 16th Civil District, the 7th Voting District. And the Planning Commission looked at this request for her. Their vote was 9-0 for you to rezone.
Anyone here to speak to this resolution? Ms. Martha.
The third resolution is Mr. Roger Ray II. He is requesting 1.01 acres located on Webster Road, the 11th Civil District, the 2nd Voting District, have a change of zoning from AG2 to R40. The Planning Commission vote was 9-0 for your result.
Anyone here to speak to that resolution? Ms. Martha.
The fourth and final resolution from Mr. Justin King. He is requesting that 2.28 acres located on North Benson Road, the 1st Civil District, the 1st Voting District, have a change of zoning from AG2 to R40. The vote of the Planning Commission for rezoning was 9-0.
Anyone here to speak to that resolution? Seeing none, the public hearing is closed at this time. We'll bring these resolutions back to the Commission for their consideration. Have a motion for approval by Commissioner DeOrio and a second by Commissioner Ray. Everybody ready to vote? If you're in favor of these resolutions, I'm sorry? Yes, we are. If you're in favor of these resolutions, vote yes when your name is called. If you're opposed, vote no when your name is called at this time.
Adcock. Baggett. Bowens. Brown.
Yes.
Bryant.
Yes.
Corbin.
Yes.
Couch.
Yes.
DeOrio.
Yes.
Doris.
Yes.
Duggar.
Yes.
Eden.
Yes.
Farmer.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
Gray is absent. Gregory.
Yes.
Haley.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Jones.
Aye.
Moore.
Yes.
Ray.
Yes.
Spears.
Yes.
Stubblefield is absent. Vogel.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
There being 22 votes in favor and none opposed and 2 absent, I declare that resolution approved. Now for new resolutions, I'm going to recognize Commissioner Adcock for the first of 4. The first one to establish the reserve account line item for the general fund. Mr. Lanny Adcock, Chairman of Budget Committee.
Thank you, Mayor Bradley, Madam Clerk, fellow commissioners, ladies and gentlemen of the audience. This is resolution 081814081, and I move for approval.
Have a motion and a second by Commissioner Council. Commissioner Adcock.
This is the money that's set aside. Normally would probably be handled in the general fund in the budget process. $200,000 for emergency service software that's at 911. And that's not the full amount. We just felt like we should put some money in that line item so that we don't have to come up with the full amount all at once. It's approximately $400,000. $84,000 for 2 $66,000 is for public radios. That's to change out from analog to digital on the radio system. It is for the sheriff's department.
You've heard the motion. Motion been duly seconded. Are there questions or comments? Commissioner Brown?
When is this emergency service software needed? Is it going to be like one purchase this year, like the 400,000, or is this something that we know in a year, 2 or 3 that we're going to need as a changeover?
Yeah, it's a changeover, and they weren't sure if it would be in this fiscal year or maybe even next. And what we decided, we had to do fund balance, we ought to, work toward that rather than come and ask for $400,000.
Other questions? Question has been called for. Seeing no opposition to question being put, if you're in favor of this resolution, vote aye when your name is called. If you're opposed, vote no at this time.
Adcock. Baggett. Owens. Brown.
Yes.
Bryant. Corbin.
Yes.
Couch.
Yes.
Diorio.
Yes.
Doris.
Yes.
Duggar. Eden.
Yes.
Farmer. Gardner's absent. Gray.
Sorry, Garner is here. Commissioner
Gray, yeah. Gardner.
Yes.
Gray's absent. Gregory.
Yes.
Haley.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Jones. Moore.
Yes.
Ray.
Yeah.
Spears.
Yes.
Stubberfield's absent. Bogle.
Yes.
And Wilson.
Yes.
There being 22 votes in favor and 2 absent and none opposed, I declare that resolution approved. Commissioner Adcock?
This resolution is 0818-1.082. This resolution is to reserve some money in debt service. It's the money that was left from the bond issue.
Premium.
And it's in a reserve account for, whenever it's needed. Some of it, $382,000, I believe, has already been allocated to pay off some debt to the school. And the balance will be there to work on, hopefully, a new place for education to move to. And they have some other needs as well. That's what the money sets aside for.
Have a motion, is there a second? Second by Commissioner Farmer. Any discussion of the resolution? Question has been called for. If you're in favor of this resolution, vote aye when your name is called. If you're opposed, vote no.
Adcock. Baggett. Owens. Brown.
Yes.
Bryant.
Yes.
Corbin.
Yes.
Couch.
Yes.
Diorio.
Yes.
Doris.
Yes.
Duggar.
Yes.
Eden.
Yes.
Farmer.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
Gray's absent. Gregory.
Yes.
Haley.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Jones. Moore.
Yes.
Ray.
Yes.
Spears.
Yes.
Stubberfield's absent. Bogle.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
There being 22 votes in favor and none opposed and 2 absent, I declare that resolution approved. Commissioner Adcock?
This resolution is 0818-14083. It's establishing a tax rate for the year, fiscal year 2015. Make a motion to approve.
Let's get a second first. Second by Commissioner Couch and Commissioner Jones. Commissioner Bobby Jones.
Rise in the middle of this budget. First, I'd like to take a couple of minutes, maybe 3, and qualify my reason for doing this. Robertson County has been blessed. Many loyal employees over the years to dedicate their overwork, their underpaid, and at times they're under-respected. If they're asked, they come in early. In the same situation right if they need to stay late, they stay late. They perform their duties with diligence and kindness, and always wear a smile that's contagious. Not to say it on that. I offer in midnight budget to include a 2% raise for all county employees, and I include in the motion to amend the tax rate, the whole tax rate of $2.96 to $2.98 to fund these raises. That's my motion, sir.
There is a motion for the amendment. Is there a second to the motion on the amendment? That's to increase the tax rate from $2.96 to $2.98, and then if we get a second on that, we'll have some further clarification. Is there a second? Is there a second on the motion? Motion dies for lack of a second. Commissioner Adcock, we're back to the original motion to set the property tax rate at $2.96. Motion has been made and seconded. Are there any questions or comments? Question has been called for. Seeing no opposition to question being put, if you're in favor of setting the tax rate at $2.96 again for fiscal year ending June 30, 2015, vote aye when your name is called. If you're opposed, vote no when your name is called. Madam Clerk?
Adcock. Baggett. Bowens. Brown.
Yes.
Bryant.
Yes.
Corbin.
Yes.
Couch.
Yes.
Diorio.
Yes.
Doris.
Yes.
Duggar.
Yes.
Eden.
Yes.
Farmer. Gardner.
Yes.
Gray is absent. Gregory.
Yes.
Haley.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Jones. Moore.
Yes.
Ray.
Yes.
Spears.
Yes.
Stubberfield's absent. Vogel.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
22.
Yes.
There being 22 votes in favor, 2 absent, and none opposed, I declare that resolution approved. Commissioner Adcock.
This resolution is 081814-084. Resolution is making appropriations for the various funds, departments, offices, and agencies for Robertson County, Tennessee. I make a motion to approve.
Motion and a second by Commissioner Wilson. Second by Commissioner Wilson. Any discussion? Question has been called for. If you're in favor of this resolution, please vote aye when your name is called. If you're opposed, vote no. Madam Clerk, call the roll, please.
Adcock.
Aye.
Baggett. Bowens. Brown. Bryant. Corbin.
Yes.
Couch.
Yes.
Diorio.
Yes.
Doris.
Yes.
Duggar. Eden.
Yes.
Farmer. Gardner. Gray's absent. Gregory.
Yes.
Haley.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Jones. Moore.
Yes.
Ray.
Yes.
Spears.
Yes.
Stubberfield's absent. Vogel.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
There being 22 votes in favor, none opposed, and 2 absent, I declare that resolution approved. I recognize now Commissioner Diorio for declare surplus property from Robertson County EMS, Chairman of the EMS Committee.
Mr. Mayor, Madam Clerk, fellow commissioners, and members of the audience, I bring before you resolution 0818-14085, the resolution to declare surplus property that EMS has.
Have a motion and a second by Commissioner Baggett. Any discussion?
Question.
Question's been called for. If you're in favor of this resolution, vote yes when your name is called. If you're opposed, vote no when your name is called, please.
Adcock. Baggett. Bowens. Brown.
Yes.
Bryant. Corbin.
Yes.
Couch.
Yes.
Diorio.
Yes.
Doris. Duggar.
Yes.
Eden.
Yes.
Farmer.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
Gray's absent. Gregory.
Yes.
Haley.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Jones. Moore.
Yes.
Ray.
Yes.
Spears.
Yes.
Stubberfield's absent. Vogel.
Yes.
And Wilson.
Yes.
22.
Yes, sir.
There being 22 votes in favor, none opposed, and 2 absent, I declare that resolution approved. I recognize now Commissioner Moore to amend the Robertson County Rural Fire Coverage Plan. Commissioner Moore is chairman of the Robertson County Fire Committee.
Mayor Riley, County Clerk Ashley, fellow commissioners and citizens of Gray County. I have the pleasure of presenting Resolution 0818-14086, a resolution to approve proposed rural fire coverage.
There's a motion. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Vogel. Commissioner Moore.
As of July the 21st, certain changes were made in the fire coverage plan that eliminated Robertson County Rescue Squad. Since that date, the Adams Fire Department and North Robertson Fire Department, together with the County Fire Committee, have agreed on a plan to divide the former rescue squad geographical territory and the donation from the county to these fire departments. I ask that you approve this motion, this resolution.
Are there questions or comments? Question has been called for. Seeing no opposition to the question being put, if you're in favor of this resolution, vote yes when your name is called. If you're opposed, vote no. Clerk will call the roll.
Adcock. Baggett. Bowens. Brown.
Yes.
Bryant. Corbin.
Yes.
Couch.
Yes.
Diorio.
Yes.
Doris.
Yes.
Duggar.
Yes.
Eden.
Yes.
Farmer. Gardner.
Yes.
Gray's absent. Gregory.
Yes.
Haley.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Jones. Moore.
Yes.
Ray. Spears.
Yes.
Stubblefield's absent. Vogel.
Yes.
And Wilson.
Yes.
There being 22 votes in favor, none opposed, and 2 absent, I declare that resolution approved. Recognize now Commissioner Kathy Spears, who's chairman of our E911 committee, for a resolution for the new joint E911 dispatch agreement. Commissioner Spears.
Okay. Good evening, Mayor Bradley, County Clerk Ashworth, fellow state commissioners, citizens of our county. I have the pleasure of presenting resolution 081814-087. It's a resolution to approve the proposed new joint dispatch agreement. I make a motion to approve.
Have a motion and a second by Commissioner Diorio. Commissioner Spears.
This resolution, whereas the county, the city of Springfield, and the city of White House, and Robertson County E911 District Board have been non-experienced in the past with each other regarding the emergency dispatch. And whereas the consolidated dispatch agreement has been proposed that will allow the county and the municipal dispatchers to become employees of the E911 district, a copy of each, which is attached in Exhibit A, with all parties to share by percentage the total dispatch cost is set forth therein, and its purpose of this resolution to approve the new joint dispatch agreement and to authorize the county mayor to execute this agreement on behalf of the county. And I'm glad to answer any questions, as I can.
Questions or comments for Commissioner Spears? Commissioner Eden.
White House and Springfield are simultaneously agreeing, or have they already agreed?
They are ready to go. They will take it to their committee and to their board, and they have passed it on to E911 that everything is on go. And we do have the percentages and the percentages as you have as well.
In effect, it's going to cost them both a little bit less,
Exactly.
and as a result, it's going to cost us a little bit more.
Exactly.
Commissioner Brown.
How much is that little bit?
Excuse me?
How much is that little bit that Mr. Eden's talking about?
Well,
If you look on page 3 of the
I know how
resolution.
much the total is, but as compared to what we are currently doing, I haven't looked that up until I saw the packet. In other words, I'd like to, and it appears that this doesn't go into effect this fiscal year, but the following, it says 15, 16, if I'm reading this right. In other words, when does this go into effect? Does it go into effect with the current budget? It appears reading it's at the end of this year, but
Well, I'm ready to start September 1.
September 1, okay.
Yeah, that's the chair's understanding.
So it just says the parties recognized 12 months, and that may be prorating to that
Yes,
time.
September 1 to June 30.
So, in other words, we're technically voting on the budget amendment, and I'd like to know how that affects our budget. This, as Lanny, this already been adjusted in the budget?
It's already adjusted in the budget, yes, sir.
We have already added that into the budget.
It's in this budget
as
already.
well. And I think everything is set to go on this. They are just getting ready to sign.
The other issue, the other question I would have, and of course I'm not your committee, will we actually act like this is one dispatch thing, and not have kind of hidden lines and stuff from what I've heard, that it's been a little separated even before this separation, that will it be managed effectively so that we can achieve more cost savings? In other words, not just in name only, but literally one dispatch now. I just question that because that's what I've heard. I've heard that it hasn't been, it's not been as effective internally.
The chair would make the observation, and Commissioner Spears is chair of the committee, but I think the goal for the new director is a truly consolidated service. That's where we want to go.
Yeah.
That's where she's committed to taking us. So I think you'll see us moving in that direction. And that was the vision 5 years ago when that was the intent then. We just haven't gotten there yet, but I think we're closer. And Commissioner, you might want to add to that.
And I might add that our new director, Hope Peterson, was planning on coming tonight, but she did not get notification until it was too late. But the 911, the dispatch, the district has done absolutely everything that Springfield and White House has actually asked us to do. And I think we're all on board with getting going and getting a unified dispatch.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Mayor.
Sure. Other questions? Commissioner Haley?
So, the way I understand it, Commissioner Spears, is these will all become employees of E911, and the three entities will put in this portion of the fund. Is that correct?
That's correct.
To what city? I'm sorry.
So all the employees will now they'll all become employees of E911, and we're just going to put in our portion to fund that. And Springfield will put in their portion, and White House will put in their portion.
Absolutely.
That's correct.
Absolutely.
So we will have a unified house, is what I'm getting.
Most have.
We won't say I'm an employee of the county, or I'm an employee of Springfield, or I'm an employee of...
They're all following the 911 umbrella.
Thank goodness.
Other questions or comments? Someone else? Commissioner Eckhart, do you want to be recognized?
Well, I was going to try to answer the question about the amount of difference.
Okay,
Miss Jody in the room,
she is. Jody
do you
Stewart?
remember what the amount was last year?
658,000.
I was going to say 660,000, this year it's 741,000.
Very good. Thank you.
Commissioner Doris?
Now we're changing over to this D911. Are these boards going away? We got like 2 or 3 boards out there. Are we going to be one board, 911 board, or are we going to still be like the one set up for construction and all the user board and all that stuff? Some of the stuff one way to get down to.
I think that will be something that will be brought up at the next meetings, and that we will, the 911 board will, once we come up under the 911 umbrella, that we will discuss this, and this is a possibility. It just all depends on what would be best for the unity of it.
That's the river for now.
That's something I can't answer right now, because I'm just one of the board. And the board meets in the morning as well, so, and this will be going back to them.
Other questions or comments? You ready to vote? Questions being called for? Seeing no opposition to question being put, I'll ask if you're in favor of this resolution, vote aye when your name is called. If you're opposed, vote no. If you'll call the clerk, call the roll, clerk.
Adcock.
Aye.
Baggett. Bowen. Brown.
Yes.
Bryant,
Yes.
Corbin,
Yes.
Couch,
Yes.
Diorio,
Yes.
Doris,
Yes.
Duggar,
Yes.
Eden,
Yes.
Farmer, Gardner,
Yes.
Gray's absent, Gregory,
Yes.
Haley,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Jones, Moore,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Spears,
Yes.
Stubberfield's absent, Vogel,
Yes.
and Wilson.
Yes.
There being 22 votes in favor, none opposed, and 2 absent, I declare that resolution approved. Any old business to come before the body? Under new business, if you'll indulge me just a moment. We come to the end of the life of the county commission that was elected in 2010, and on this occasion, we have to say goodbye to a number of commissioners who have been with us in some instances for a short period of time and some others for a very long period of time. But as I call your name, if you will come up, I would like to give you a plaque to show Robertson County's appreciation to your years of service, and also give you an opportunity to say anything that you might like to at your final meeting. So the first one is Commissioner Billy Ray, who served since 1998. Commissioner Ray. Let me say about Commissioner Ray, as most of you know, he was a valued fighter for anything to do with public schools in Robertson County. He played an absolutely essential role in the building, the construction, the acquisition of property for White House Heritage, and he worked tirelessly on that project. He also worked tirelessly to do the renovation on the library in Springfield. So he's always led the fight for anything to do for our children and their education. So Commissioner Ray, we miss you.
Well, I did work hard for the Heritage School. It had not, if it been for Mr. Bradley breaking the tie to buy the property, we may still be out in the cold up there somewhere. So we had a 12 vote, and he broke the tie. I have worked tirelessly for education. Don't plan to go away. Anything I can do for education, I'm still willing to try to do. The children that of this day, if we don't, I've said this in the past, if we don't have schools and places for them to go to school, then they're going to be seeing Sheriff Hope. That's my philosophy, and I certainly don't want to see him have to go see him. But I do appreciate this, and I want to thank everyone for their support and over the years. And talking about education, I guess I worked through with 4 superintendents in my term. So I thank you all and wish all of you good luck. That the new commissioners and all the remaining that are here, I wish you well. Thank you.
And then on the opposite end of the time scale, we also say goodbye this evening to a couple of our commissioners, and we've not had nearly as long as we hoped we would. And Warren, if you'll come up, Commissioner Warren Corbin, who served during much of 2014 to the vacancy when Bill Gray left. And Warren's had a lot on his plate and continues to, but his time for service to Robertson County is certainly not over. He'll have ample opportunities, and Warren, it's been a pleasure to get to know you better and have a chance to work with you. We're grateful for what you've done.
Thank you. I want to thank each of you commissioners for giving me the opportunity. I was appointed, for those of you in the room who don't know, I was not elected, but I was appointed Commissioners. I want to thank you guys, ladies and gentlemen, for giving me the opportunity. It's been very interesting, and I've enjoyed it. And kind of to echo what Commissioner Ray has said, I will always be proud that I got to vote yes for a new elementary school for the Springfield cluster. I think that's one of the best and most important things that this body has done in a long time. So thank you.
Commissioner Larry DiOrio and I go back a long way, longer than either of us would like to admit. We graduated from Springfield High School together in 1972, and then Larry was elected to county commission the same day I was elected county executive back in 2002. Larry has served as chairman of EMS. Because of his experience with codes and his job at Goodlettsville, he has represented me on the Robertson County Planning Commission and done an excellent job. So Larry, we are certainly going to miss your leadership and look forward to having other opportunities for you to serve in Washington County. Come up here. Commissioner DiOrio.
I have a long thing to say, but I'm not going to do that to y'all. Mr. Mayor, it's been a pleasure. All my fellow commissioners, the ones that took me under their wing, appreciate it. Thank you.
Mr. Garner, come on. Commissioner Jonathan Garner leaves us after serving only one term because he moved out of his district and also is accepting some new responsibilities in his profession as well as Republican committeeman. But we will certainly miss his expertise and all the pro bono legal advice I got from him. And Jonathan's leadership is very much appreciated. And commissioners, this does leave a vacancy that I'm sure you'll all seek, and that is to be chair of animal control. With that there, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor Bradley, fellow commissioners. It has been an absolute honor for me, and I know that word gets tossed about so much that it's almost cliche, but it's been very humbling and just an honor. The trust bestowed by citizens is one that I will take with me in every walk for the rest of my life. I appreciate serving with each one of you. I appreciate the members of this county. This is a wonderful county that we live in, one that we should appreciate, one that we should have vision for, and one that we should reinvest in daily. And I'd ask anybody to do the same. It's the least that you can do for your fellow citizens here. So with that, I hope that I've left these 4 years, left the county a little bit better than when I stepped in and stood right about here and took the oath about 4 years ago. So thank you again, and good luck to the new commission, I'm sure. And I know that it's in very good hands. Godspeed.
Commissioner Sandy White, come over here. We only got to know Sandy recently because he came in and when he resigned, he said he wanted to fill out his term. He had no intention of seeking the office. We're just getting to know Sandy. We appreciate his willingness to work hard. He jumped in and took place at committees and he did an outstanding job. So thank you so much for your contribution.
Well, I appreciate the commission voting me in. Thank you very much for serving, Joe. It's good. Nice to meet you. Get to know all of you. Thank you.
And Blake, come on up. Mr. Blake White. No, we don't. Just on the board. Commissioner White is a stranger to none of you. Commissioner White served the 7th District for 16 years, 1998 to 2014. Chaired the Solid Waste Committee. He was a vital member of several other committees, and we always count on Buddy's quiet but steady, influential leadership, and he leaves a void on this commission, but he was called away by Farm Bureau. We understand that. We hate to give him up, but thank him for his 16 years of dedicated service.
Thank you, Mayor Bradley. I thought I said all my farewells in January, and I appreciate y'all having me back. I certainly want to thank Robertson County, especially the people of the 7th District, for allowing me to serve all these years. It's been a great honor, and I'm like Jonathan, I hope I left this place better than it was. I certainly want to thank Sammy for filling in for me. I asked him about it, and I think Billy kind of nudged him on. He said he'd be glad to do it. I hear you've done a great job. Sometimes I wonder if maybe you would want to stay on. Again, I want to thank everybody. All those years I spent here, I was leaving the farm. And I certainly want to thank my family for allowing me to come and serve. Because when you do leave, it leaves a void, and somebody has to pick up the slack. And I certainly want to thank Sammy for that. I want to congratulate Billy for another term, and certainly want to welcome Bob Stroud. I think he'll do a great job. Thank y'all very much.
Commissioner Jones. Commissioner Bobby Jones is the only one here that's been here longer than me. So he gets a reward for longevity. Commissioner Jones has served people of Robertson County and the county commission since 1970, before some of you here were born. And Bobby has always been a leader for the students of Robertson County, for doing what he did tonight with the employees of Robertson County, and for always having his heart in the right place. And Bobby, you will certainly be missed. But we'll be calling back upon you often, I'm sure, and hope that you'll continue to lend your advice to us. We will miss you. Mr. Bobby Jones, 1970 to 2014.
My father told me a long time ago, when time's up, you'd be a good man. And I got to be with two good men. Robert and and I wish him well. And I thank all the people for letting me vote for him in 44 years. I'm not saying I'm glad.
Kevin served for 28 years. I think Kevin was elected to the county commission when he was 20 years old. So he takes a lot of experience with him, and I shall certainly miss Kevin. Kevin had the innate ability to be in Nashville, state capitol, and call me about something going on in the courthouse. And he knew more about things in the courthouse than I did when I was here. So I'm not quite sure how he did that. He was pretty amazing how he kept up with things. We'll certainly miss him. We say a fond farewell to all of our outgoing commissioners. Look forward to getting to know those who were elected on August the 7th. And I appreciate people who are willing to go out and to run for office and put yourself on the line. That takes a lot of character. And when you do that, you never know what the result is going to be. All of us walk around with sometimes rather fragile egos. But you did that for your community and for your county, and I appreciate that. We will honor them. The commission voted to have this meeting and the public hearing at this venue, and if you wish to continue to meet here, then this commission has to take some action. If you don't take any action, we'll be back at the county office building in the juvenile courtroom for the September meeting. So if you have,
Mr. Mayor, I'd make a motion that we continue to meet in this courtroom.
motion has been made and seconded, motion made by Commissioner Haley and seconded by Commissioner Garner, that this meeting, until moved back, continues to be in the historic Robertson County Courthouse. Any discussion? Now is the time to discuss it.
Yeah.
Commissioner Doss.
Let's talk about it now.
Okay.
I love the building now. I mean, this thing ain't laid out for us. I mean, you got a table sit here and look at nothing. I mean, I live in big people make a table. And it's just not very comfortable with me, and I'm just telling you.
Okay. Other comments? Commissioner Eden.
Will we be able to move our voting system?
That's a good question. That affirmative? Clerk says yes. Yeah. Someone else? Someone else want to comment before we vote? Commissioner Adcock.
You know, I'm like everybody else. I love the courthouse, and I think it's a beautiful place. It just seems to be more compatible to be at the other building. You have a place to put your literature, your information, your iPads, whatever. And, we're not here. Most of the commissioners are seated with their back to the audience. I just don't think it's a suitable situation.
There's certainly pros and cons. Anybody else want to comment before we vote? You ready to vote? If you're in favor of the resolution to keep the meetings here, vote aye when your name is called. If you would prefer to have the meetings back at the juvenile courtroom on Brown Street, vote no when your name is called. The clerk will call the roll.
Adcock,
No.
Baggett,
No.
Bowens,
No.
No.
Brown, Bryant, Corbin,
Abstain.
Couch,
No.
Diorio,
Abstain.
Doris,
No.
Duggar,
No.
Eden,
Yes.
Farmer,
No.
Gardner,
Yes.
Gray's absent, Gregory,
Yes.
Haley,
Yes.
Jackson,
No.
Jones,
Abstain.
Moore,
Yes.
Ray,
Abstain.
Spears,
No.
Stubblefield, absent, Vogel,
Yes.
Wilson.
No.
Okay. How many yes votes?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There were 7 yes votes. And how many no votes?
5 abstain.
Okay. And how many no?
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay, that's all right. There being 7 votes in favor, 14 votes opposed, and 5 abstentions, I declare that resolution has failed. Anything else under old business? Commissioner Couch? New business, yes, sorry, new business.
Mayor, Madam Clerk, fellow commissioners, I really not be able to do this, but on July 17th, an incident occurred in the coordinator elections office, and it was severe enough that the election commission asked the administrator of elections to write a letter to the state election office. The easiest thing for us to do would be to ignore this. I don't think that's the right thing to do. What I'd like to see happen is I'd like to see this letter read in the minute. I'm not saying I have to read it, but, and I would like for it to be turned over to the ethics board, ethics commission committee, and let them examine it and come back with recommendations for the next meeting. I don't know if Kathy Hammond is here. If someone wants to speak to her. I've got a copy of the letter, if they'd like to see that.
Okay, we've got a motion on the floor. Is there a second to the motion? And second by Commissioner Jackson. Now, discussion of the motion. Discussion of the motion.
The motion is to read this letter into the minutes, make it part of the public record, and to turn it over to the Ethics Committee and have them examine it and come back with a recommendation whether anything further should be done or not.
Commissioner Garner.
Respectfully, I think the letter should be reserved for ethics committee to comment on before it's ready to minutes.
I think you're what you said.
Things that the Ethics Committee should examine it before anything else happens. I agree. So I'd like to amend my motion that it go before the Ethics Committee.
And the second, Commissioner Jackson, is that, so the motion has been made that the contents of this letter be revealed to the Ethics Committee and the Ethics Committee be called into session to investigate. Any questions? Seeing none. Any comments?
Mr. Chair,
Commissioner Vogel?
as a chairman of the nominating committee, we probably have some vacancies on the ethics committee. I'd like to suggest whatever the letter says or whatever, if we get the ethics committee renominated.
That will be sometime after September 1st, and we're on rather a tight time frame. Of course, it'll be up to the Ethics Committee to decide if they want to address the issue and at what point they will report back to this body, if at all.
That would be my suggestion.
Yeah, we're 2 weeks away from the new committee. Okay. So there's been a motion and a second. Any further discussion? You ready to vote? Question's been called for. If you're in favor of this resolution, vote yes when your name is called. If you're opposed, vote no when your name is called. The clerk will call the roll.
Adcock. Baggett. Bowens. Brown.
Yes.
Bryant. Corbin.
Yes.
Couch.
Yes.
Diorio. Doris.
Yes.
Duggar.
Yes.
Eden.
Commissioner Reed.
Farmer.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
Gray's absent. Gregory.
Yes.
Haley.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Jones. Moore.
Yes.
Ray.
Stay.
Spears.
Yes.
Stubblefield absent. Vogel. And Wilson.
Yes.
0-3 abstain.
Okay, so how many yeses? Two absent, so that would be. Add those up for me, please. I'm sorry. 19 yes. 19 and no votes.
Right.
And 3 abstentions. Okay. There being 19 votes in favor, none opposed, and 3 abstentions, I declare that resolution adopted. Anything else under new business?
Mayor Bradley.
Commissioner Adcock.
While we're on that issue, relating to the letter that was sent out to everybody in the county about signs and where they'd be placed and where they were allowed and where they were not, where do we go for guidance and passing some resolutions and some regulations for the whole county, county properties, courthouse, whatever they may be? We need some direction and some true guidance in where we go from here, because we had people that wasn't sure, can I hold a sign here? Can I wear a shirt there? I mean, I'd like before the next election that we'd have this in writing by the county commission vote.
I concur. I know that a number of counties have taken that action. We can get resolutions from other counties and see what they look like, and I know that CTAS would be happy to help us with that too, but I do think that's something that's long overdue to address.
What committee would that come out of, legislative?
Legislative primarily, but it could come from any, but legislative seems to be the most logical.
One quick question.
Commissioner Eden.
When the precinct is in a municipal, would the municipal rules overrun the county, or would they have to be coordinated?
Well, the resolution the Building and Grounds Committee passed back in, I guess it was June or July, was that there would be no campaign signs on county property. So that just applied to county property. Primarily, ostensibly what they were dealing with was the early voting at the county office buildings. But it would apply to all county property.
But Mayor, there's no way, there was no enforcement, there's no teeth for that. Is that correct?
The chair would not disagree with that. I don't know what enforcement powers that the body has, but I think that it should be publicly noted that the legislative body of the county has control of the buildings. And when the Building and Grounds Committee adopts a resolution that prohibits it, that should speak for itself. And I think there were some instances where that was probably ignored. Anything else under old business? Commissioner Jones, election of notaries.
Each commissioner will find in their agenda a list of 22 individuals who have requested to be appointed as a notary. In all required qualifications and avenues for their appointment.
Have a motion and a second by Commissioner Doris. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion to adjourn is in order. Have a motion by Commissioner Vogel and a second by Commissioner Adcock. Just a moment. Commissioner Adcock.
You might want to mention the county fair.
I would love to mention the county fair. County fair kicks off really next Monday with the fair parade and goes through the week of the 25th. Hope to see you there. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. So we stand adjourned.